have a topic question for future Jochen Q&As. If my horse has been sore and I get an adjustable saddle properly fitted, what can I expect for rehab requirements? Maybe talk about what to do if you're receiving conflicting advice from a good fitter versus body workers during this time.
Okay, so the most important aid we have as a rider is our seat. And saddle trees were made by men for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So when we look at the typical tree in today's use, the wood tree, this is the most common trees in the English saddle, they flex if you're 180 pounds. Why should they flex? They should flex when the rider sits on the saddle, okay? All the weight is on the seat bone. The weight should distribute all the way from front to back from the saddle on top of the rib cage to disperse the weight and the pressure, obviously. Now, if you're not 180 pounds and you want to feel your horse a little bit more, you want to go to a flex tree or an adapt tree. I'm going to show you some trees I have here to demonstrate that. Here's a typical tree. Turn the light over, you can see it better. So this is your typical wood tree. And if I push this together, I can see how this moves. I need a lot of force on that. Okay, here's a flex tree. Most flex trees, they are absolutely flexible. You can just fold them in half. If it's a English tree or a Western tree, okay, you can just fold them right in half. I particularly find these trees are really, really bad and really, really good. Really, really bad is if you are around 150 pounds or 130 pounds and the tree just falls in half, or like demonstrate. What's the purpose of the saddle tree? You put all the pressure into the horse's back. So here's another flex tree, but they have spring steel all the way to front. And sometimes they run that all the way across the outside too. So that's a different material. In this material, you can see here, this is an adapt tree. You can see how this has short spring steel, and sometimes you can have that longer and different thicknesses. So what I like about the adapt tree, it adapts to the biomechanic movement of the horse. The saddle fitter can fit the saddle to the natural unevenness of the horse. So we can do an orthopedic adjustment if the horse has much bigger shoulder on the left or right. That you cannot do with a flex tree, but you can do that with an adapt tree. And the adapt tree allows the right flexibility for the purpose of the tree to distribute the rider's weight and to distribute the weight over a larger area without making it too rigid or too stiff.
Topic question for future Jochen Q&As. If my horse has been sore and I get an adjustable saddle properly fitted, what can I expect for rehab requirements? Maybe talk about what to do if you're receiving conflicting advice from a good fitter versus body workers during this time.